as we do, we're going to start off with the KWL exercise, okay? So everyone has a sheet. I want you to take out our K, W, and L. With KWL, it involves students mainly setting their own goals. So what I do is I set up a drawing. I show them the drawing that we're going to do in today's class. They know what they're going to do, and what they need to do is realise what they already know how to do in that drawing and what they really want to learn or improve on. And then at the end of the class, what they do is they flip the page over and they actually analyse their own drawing and say, okay, well, I actually did learn this and I improved on this. So maybe they might say, I improved my speed. I got my drawing done really well. I used the protractor perfectly. I achieved my goals, and they write that down.
So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to fill out our KWL charts. So what I want you to start thinking about to begin the lesson is, what do we know about circles already? KWL in my lesson today was used by a worksheet that the students received at the beginning of the lesson. The students were encouraged to fill out the worksheet for the K section and for the W section, so what they have previous knowledge of and what they would like to learn. That was at the beginning of the lesson, and then throughout the lesson and at the end of the lesson they were encouraged to fill in what they have learnt. In general, I would ask them to fill that in at the end, but sometimes if a eureka moment happens and something, comes in and they're like, oh, I've learned something new today, they can also add it during the lesson.
So what I want everyone to do, I want everyone just to finish up their drawing, and I want you to turn around, so you're going to flip the page back over to your K, W, and L. So I need everyone to put their pencils down.
First of all, I think that the KWL is good because it really makes you think about what you're learning about. At the start you're thinking what do you know about it and what you might want to learn, and when after the lesson you think you think about what you learned.
If the subject you know a lot about, you could put that in, and if you don't know some things, you could put that in the want, and then the teacher could see what you would like to know, and then they could teach you that.
It's a way, because some people might be ahead of you and some people might be behind you, so it's a way of everybody pacing themselves and learning at their own rate.
Well, KWL really helps for the students to be able to evaluate their prior knowledge, but also evaluate their learning throughout the lesson. They're certainly being, curious learners. They're thinking outside the box. What things can I learn today, or what questions can I ask my teacher? Within KWL, sometimes it encourages group discussion, so they're communicating and they're, finding out pieces of information from friends at their table or in the classroom. And I think obviously in the maths classroom, we don't always focus on literacy, but I think KWL is an excellent way of getting that literacy element into our lessons. So the students are certainly working on their literacy skills throughout the lesson also.
Okay, now what I want you to do, like the same in every other class, I need you to take a picture of your own drawing that you've done. I need you to take a picture of your KWL and upload them onto Schoology. So as you can see here, all the students have uploaded their different their projects. So this is the question that we've done in today's class. So straight away I can get a good overview of how they got on in the class. Then I can go back on and I can see the KWL. With this student I can see that he actually already said he knew how to do that before the class started. So what I can see here is just kind of a comment, something that you have to kind of watch out for when you're using KWL, is that he knows, and I know he knows how to do it, but he's just not using the right literacy terms when he wants to say it. So I can give him feedback. So I can just write in here and say, okay, circle how you want to use different lines. And he said he already knew how to do that. So what he really should have done, I can put in a note. So I can write in what changed from the start to the finish. I'm not going to tell him that he's now improved this. I want him to see, at the start I knew how to do it, but now I can actually do it much better.
Being able to look at the questions that the students had about the topic informs me for my next lesson of where the learning is going to go. It certainly gives me an idea of the things that the students are interested in, and I can incorporate that in follow-up lessons as to where we're going to go next.